In this video, we're going to be creating our new company. You should already have Interprise installed onto your computer, and when installing Interprise, you should have selected to install the Demo Company UK component. To be able to create a new company, the first thing we have to do is log into our Demo Company UK. To do this, we need to make sure that Demo Company UK is selected in the first box. If yours is not selected, you can change this on the drop down. I only have one option in here, which is my UK Demo Company. So when that's selected, the user code will be admin and the password will also be admin. This is the default username and password for any new companies that we create. When I sign in, I will be put into the CRM module, which is the first module in the system, and we are then inside the Enterprise product. To create a new company, we need to be in the System Manager module. This is the little icon with the computer screen on. We can drag this bar up or down here to show all large icons, all small icons, or a mixture of both. I like to have mine as it defaults to, which is the first four as large and the remainder as small. So I'm going to click the System Manager option to take me into the System Manager module. I can either run the new company wizard from the option on the left here, which is under Tools. Alternatively, there's a shortcut for it on the right hand side here. Both of these will take me into the same option. If I select it on the left hand side, I have to double click that option. If I select it from the shortcut over here on the workflow, I can single click it and it will open. I'll double click it from here and it then opens the new company wizard. This new company wizard shows us the sort of things that we can set up within the wizard. I'm going to click next to get through to the appropriate section. So I'm going to click next again, and I'm then at the stage where I can actually start entering the information for my new company. Our new company is going to be called Dangerous Toys R Us, and the database name is going to be Dangerous. This is the database name that will be created in SQL. The company is going to be United Kingdom, and I'm now going to carry on filling in the rest of my information. When I filled in all of my details, I can also change the company logo. So I'm going to double click on that and go back to my self-study workshop course folder. Within number 5, my logos and images, I've got a belt gun logo, which we're going to use for our Toys R Us company. This is the logo that will appear on all the stationery layouts and things like that. Now that I've got everything in here and I'm happy with it, I'm going to click the Create Database Now button. If any of the general address details are wrong, or the email and things like that, we can come back in here and change them at a later date. The things that are vital to get right in here at this point are the home currency, company language, and the country, because the whole database sets up on these things to start with, so we need to make sure that these things are correct. The other option here that's quite important is the Use Default Setup for all required modules. If this is ticked, we will get a standard chart of accounts created for us, and our templates and things like that will all have the nominal accounts populated, so it saves us quite a lot of work. If we untick that option and create a database, we basically get a blank chart of accounts, and we have to key the chart of accounts in. We'll also have to then configure all our general ledger templates to tell it which accounts it's going to use for what. So quite a lot more work. So for the procedure of this training course, for the process of this training course, we're going to leave that ticked. I'm now going to create the database now. So I'm going to click the Create Database Now button. And what this will do is it will take a backup of the model database, which would also have been installed when you installed Interprise, and it's going to create a new database, in this case called Dangerous, that's going to be a blank database with us. It'll have all the necessary files, etc. in it, but it'll effectively have no static data in there, no customers or anything like that. This may take a few minutes to complete. When the database has completed, when it's finished creating, you will see that you now have a next button. This was disabled until the actual database creation process had completed. Okay, so now we're allowed to go through the rest of the wizard. Now the only button that isn't available at this point is the finish button, and that's because before we are allowed to exit the wizard, we must set up our accounting periods or our financial year. Okay, so I'm just going to click next to get through this now. Now you can see as I go through, I've got a lot of other options here, such as shipping methods, payment terms, things like that. Now I can set them all up in here if I want to, but we're going to cover them in more depth in the other modules as we go through module by module, so I'm going to ignore these for now. I just want to basically set up my accounting year, my financial year, and then I'm going to quit the wizard. Okay, so when I get to that accounting period section on the wizard, it launches a new wizard on the in front of that one, saying that welcome to the accounting period wizard. So this is the wizard I'm going to use to create my fiscal year. Okay, so this is where we specify how many periods and what the starting date, etc. is of the year. That's very important we get this right when we're setting our company up. If we get the start date wrong, then basically we'd have to start again on our company. If we get this bit wrong, there's no way back, unfortunately. Okay, so in here we're going to enter our start date for our company, and we're going to do the 1st of April 2007. So I clicked the little drop down there and it popped up a little calendar box, and I'm just going to go to the 1st of April 2007. Okay, and because we've got 12 periods, it correctly works out that our end period or the ending date of our year is going to be the 31st